Hi guys. Put my volume up. What a picture, huh? I'll put it up for you guys. Welcome in. All right. This is a great photo. Um, we're going to talk about summer. Obviously. Close this. Okay. Where is my chat? Where's my chat? Can you guys get into chat? Why isn't my chat opening? Let me look online. Let's see. All right, let me make sure you guys have chat because I could always keep it in my phone. Oh, yes. All right, I'm gonna put my phone right here. Okay, amazing. Okay. Colleen, BC Mama, Lulu, GH White. Hi. I got my hat on. I showered. My hair is very curly when I don't do anything to it. Welcome on in to Summer Moon Wells Missing Children. I have a really cool presentation for you. I put together a video that really talks about the photo, this photo here. Let me grab it. Grab the good one. Let's see if I have it on the, hold on. Because we were on the last live, right? The last live really showed Summer Moon Wells and how this layering works. And this was the photo. This is the photo. That is all layered. This is all layered. These are layers of multiple pictures. And what I did, the reason I did this, I'm going to show you with the video. The reason I did this is to show you guys, I call this layering of deep fake, right? Each one of Summer Moon Wells' really important photos is layered in here. Here's a better one. It's here. So this is the car ride. This is the swing. This is her laying in her bed. And it all comes together. You know, the elements that are around the head and here all match up. This is the arm of her laying down in the bed. This is the hood. Here is the milk jug. That is what I call deep fake layering. And Summer Moon Wells' case really opened my eyes to how I'm seeing the story. And how I am interpreting it is my own psychic ability that I hear, and it's just my opinion, because everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. This is entertainment and educational purposes only. This little girl that you see here, that is the Summer Moon Wells that went missing on June 15, 2021. 4 years old, out of Hawkins County, Beach Creek, the Wells property. There are certain photos, before I show you my video I put together, that are very critical for me to re-show. This is Don Wells' picture. Now, it's photos like this that I really would like to always get into the hands of the law enforcement, because this is layered, and I didn't do it. I've never seen this closeness of his legs. I don't know whose arms these are with these tattoos. This is an element. This is an element. That's Summer. And that's Don. So the information that shows in photos like this speaks to me. This is how I do it. It speaks to me. I've always said to check this house, to check construction, check the houses and construction that Don was working on in Jonesboro, 20 minutes away. Jonesboro also happens to be where the water park is. Something went wrong that day that Summer Moon Wells went missing. Jonesboro was supposed to be a part of it. Jonesboro was supposed to be a part of this story. When she went missing, there are small bits of information that I hear that are so critical. One of them is, I don't know if it was Hunter who said it. Hunter was the fellow that was with them that day at the water hole. They went there, I believe, to the water hole because they were waiting on people. They had another place that they were going to go. I believe that to be the water park out by Jonesboro. Don had to come up with a story, and these children that go missing, these children, they are sacrificed. And construction, new housing, cement, all of this is a part of the story, because I keep seeing it over and over and over. I see the children beneath. I see them down here. Right down here. I believe that's where the children went and where the children are going. I see them as, let's see, here. So when I see all this shit here, this rips my heart out. I feel it. I feel it right here. I feel it. right here. Let me move over. When I do this intuitively, this is important. This is what it looks like when the children are gone. These boxes here are critical. Right here. And this picture of Don, this little picture of Don at his house, doing what he's doing, is part of the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children story. Down here. When I look at photos and I say that there are deep fake photos, the strangest thing, and I don't understand it, let me take a snapshot of what this photo looks like before I open it. It's very odd. I've never seen this before. This, to me, this is one of the families I follow, is a layered photo. I don't understand this, but before I open it, it looks like this. Does anyone know what that is? It looks like they're little teeny photos in here. They're like in here. This is what it looks like before I open it. Has anyone ever seen something like this? Like this? This, I open it and it does that. Very strange. And it has this. I always think that this is in the picture somewhere. So this could be code inside the picture. And then you open it, it looks like that. Let's see. Weird. See, this is the same screenshot. I think it's gone. This is very weird. This is very strange. This, see how it says screenshot? That screenshot is this. Has anyone ever seen this before? So when I open, let me show you that it's the same. So weird. That is what it opens up to. What is that? Is that like code? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? But these are the kind of photos that I follow. These are the kind of photos that I look at because I see the story. Let me save these over here. Save them. I have a video. You can't go anywhere until I do this video. So I've been following, like, which one should I put on here? I'll put on here this one. Let's see, families. I don't even know what this one is. Okay, families. I've been following, right, all of these creators. In the video that I'm going to show you, this is why I went on, are pictures of Summer Moon Wells covered and layered. This here, okay, this opened up. I'm going to show you files, save as. I got to save this as a PDF real quickly. Save. Okay, I'll show you this one first as the other one is opening up. So I've been following faces like this, right? This is Molly Golightly. And her, every time I had pictures of her layered, she was 110% a different person. Like, let me brighten this up. This is the face that shows up on Molly. Why am I showing this to you? Because this is what Summer Moon Wells always shows me. Those different pictures that I am showing you. Like this. These are different kinds of photos showing not Molly. So this, I always like to present why I look at the creators and why is it that I pick on the creators. I pick on the creators because they show me what I need to show you about Summer Moon Wells is layering. There's no difference from when I show you that to how and when I line all of this up. The elements are all the same. They show themselves. I look here at Benny because he gives me so much information that lines up with what the children show me. They show me things like this on the top, in his hand. They show me those little things. So when I look in the car and I look at the back seat of the car and I look at what is in his hand, it's what the children show me. So here, wait. Wait, I need a little text box. Here. It's like a bone, and they show me what's this stuff. So I'm not picking on anyone. I am showing you what they show me to be true. I'm showing you the elements in which I believe the children get placed in. So when I see this and I see this, it truly has nothing to do with Benny. And I'm saying this because he's confused. he's confused because when I look at these, and that is the arm that they put, I didn't put that arm there. All of this layering is in the photo. Why wouldn't this be talked about? It's not as if the layering is placed in here and it makes no sense. So maybe those layers and need to align, or is it out? They do align. They all match up. That's what I'm showing you in these pictures. This here matches up with the pictures. That's what I'm showing you. That's what's in the video. These match up. Let me see if I could get that on here and match it up. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna turn it. Okay, wait. That's what I did it in transparency. Okay, edit, copy. So this is what I'm showing. That all of these pictures that have these fake arms and these layers, this is that photo. You could layer them up. And this is what I'm showing you in the videos. And I see these children in boxes. You see, each and every picture lines up. Somebody fucked with them. This is what I see. This is what is familiar to me. So when I look at this in Molly's, and I look at this is Molly's. What I see in here is the same thing that I'm showing you in Don Wells's photo. There's no difference. So the story, this is how the story is told. So all I know, and it's not about these people, all I know is that the children know what this is. They know what this is. They know what these are. It's the same story. It's the same story. If anyone's here and they haven't subscribed, please do. Goes down, down. Molly Golightly showed this. So the children go down. This is why this is the same. There are rooms like this. with equipment, with doors. Looks like this. And when I show Benny, it's not about Benny. The children go down in here, head on a platter. There is no difference between this picture and what I show you of down under photos. They're the same, you guys. So Benny just happens to have the best pictures. I look inside the layers, so when I change this a little bit, let me crop it. The victims recognize this. Because that is how they are. That's how they're down under. You guys, they're really deep down under. And this is what Molly's showing to me. Let me brighten this up. Behind her, she's showing me a closet. That is this. And it's the same thing that Don shows. This. This is very important information. I believe that this information is part of where these children go. It's the story. And the things that get brighter in these pictures are critical. These are critical. It shows itself to me. And I don't know what kind or who, what law enforcement listen, but this is important stuff. I think that the cars, all of that play a huge role. Summer. These are really old. Like I've had these for so long. But I save the pictures that have the elements to the children's story. And as you see, I picked them out from creators. These are victims that I see have the same information. This is the same information. Look at that. And this is a baby's head. This is a baby. Here, open it up a little bit so I could show you. They match. It comes from Jagger, her boyfriend's pictures. See, the baby's head is the same. Are you guys understanding this? These victims are used for science projects, they're used for the resurrection, they're used, and it's what it is. Pictures like this never got traction, but people just aren't paying attention. There is no difference from what I see here than what Dolly Vision showed me in the back seat. So these are elements to look for. The boxes, the maroon boxes, are major. Major. This is the same information. So it may look weird and it may be coming from, certain creators, but this here, this is just gives information. It gives information. I see the same thing here as I do here and as I do in Summer Moon Wells' pictures. There's a layering that shows Summer Moon Wells looking just like that. Take a closer look. The people that you see here are not in normal seats. It's layered, but it's layered perfectly, and the elements show themselves. I had this, you guys, back a couple years ago. This is from a couple years ago. I tell you, I see Summer Moon Wells in a situation like this. I see the Summer Moon Wells children in a situation like this. How is it that photos that are in these families that I follow look like this in a car? And that's okay. How is this okay? Summer Moon Wells has layers that look like this around her neck. Jody Sue Brown has layers around her neck that look like this. I may call it a head on a platter, but you could call it whatever you want to call it. But the inside of these cars wind up looking like this. Yeah, like a computer system. I see major equipment. And I see it all the time. You guys, these children, if we don't start looking for them in a and an understanding that they are being brutalized and that is being televised. We'll never find them. When I show you bits of what you see here on her face, little bits, that's what I was showing you. That is an understanding of this. Here it comes. Let me get the yellow out of this picture. The element that I see here is the element that I see here. And here. These are trophies. I call these trophies. I call these trophies, and sometimes the pictures are so obvious to me. I don't see a child's face in here at all. I don't feel breath. I don't feel breath. Underground. See, these photos tell a story. They've always told a story. I'm going to go do one more PDF that let me save this as a PDF. I haven't seen these PDFs in a very long time. Desktop. I'm going to fly through this one because I want to show you some more examples of what I'm doing here. The more examples that I show you, the better, because then you'll have understanding of why am I showing you layers of summer that all layer together. The information that Summer is giving me in her layers is no different than what I have been doing for the last almost 5 years. When I see photos like this, I see a child in the hands of a predator. And again, it's underground. Again, it is underground in a tunnel. There's a light. It's very dark. It's dark for them. And they put on masks. They put masks on. And Kylie Rodney is one of the Summer Moonwells cases. Kylie Rodney falls into the Summer Moonwells cases. I see that whoever takes these children and they take them in a way you can't find them, I think they go underground. They go into these cars, and the cars are created this way. They're created in a way that you could use them for the purpose of a got gone child. That's what I see. And when they show the car like Kylie Rodney's car, I see the story within the car. Nothing has changed, you guys. Nothing has changed. Listen to me. I'm going through a lot of detail and saying a lot of details, but I've been saying the same thing over and over and over and over. My story of these children have never changed. I see them going through what they went through. I see them where they walked. I could see it. I don't know how, I just do. And they're being held by someone who's obviously taller than them, but by one person who brings them down a hallway, one at a time. It's very quiet. They get there, you guys. And they're shuffled. They're shuffled like, here's my cards. Let me move this. Here are my cards I used. I made these. You could buy these. They're on my website. And they're tarot cards. And I made them. Okay, a card fell. Let's see. This card fell. 9 of data, the harmony. 9 of data, the harmony. So there is a book that goes with that. Let me grab my book. This book is also for sale on Amazon. This book goes with the cards, right? This is the front of the card. I made new cards that are tarot cards that go with tarot reading, but happens to deal with the new age. This is what these are. I actually put a patent on them. 9 of data, the harmony. So, Ace of data. So this book, 3 of data, 5, 9. 9 of data. Symbolism and meaning, contentment and gratitude, upright, share overflow, AI reflection, joy is maintenance, my contentment renews itself. 9 of data, the harmony. So when I read this, what I get from it, what stands out for me is AI reflection. So this fell on the floor. You saw it live, right? AI reflection is what we're doing here. So this is a new age, a new way of doing tarot cards, because there's so much within the visuals now that are AI related, AI generated. So these cards are made that way. So what I am being told right now from this card is I am correct with the AI reflection. So the truth is within the reflection of the AI. And that's what this whole entire video is on today, is there's a reflection of truth within the AI images for me. I see it. Maybe it's because when you're intuitive, you use energy. It's energy that you're reading. It's fields of energy. It's, I don't even know how to say it. It's fields of energy. It comes through electricity. It comes through certain waves. So AI reflection and AI is being used for creativity. It's being used to express, right? And if AI is being used as something to express, it is a new way of reading the truth. This is the new way of reading the truth. And that's why I made these cards. This is why I made them. Because I say that every time I look at an image, I am now seeing a reflection of AI. And I don't know if everyone sees it. I don't know if you're going to see this video I'm going to show you. I don't know if you're going to see what I saw. But this is why I did these cards. Genesis AI Tools Tarot cards. They're different. There, the devil. That's what I just opened up to. I didn't know it was there. The devil, the deep fake. Do you understand? I just opened up the deck live. I just opened it like this and showed you a card. This is what's called a tarot card reading, the new way of doing it. Because the devil is the deep fake. So these are the two cards. These are the two cards that are today's, this is what today's all about. So for me, when I do stuff like this, it is true. And you could have all different words written down, but there's certain words that come out for me. So I could read this book and open up the book and be like, the devil, the deep fake. So that would be in the back, I think. Okay, the devil, queen, the star, the tower, the devil. The devil, the deep fake. Card visual. So we just pulled this, and what I'm telling you is we're dealing with the devil and the deep fake. We're dealing with this. Illusion, manipulation, addiction, upright. It was upright. Redesign, reclaim. This is what this is. Truth breaks the spell. I'm reading from here. Truth breaks the spell. I see through glamour. I choose what is real. Affirmation for this card. I choose what is real. Everyone's reality is different. I'm here specifically plugged into the Summer Moon Wells case. I am plugged into it, and that's it. There could be other shit going on around me, but I'm not plugged into it. I'm plugged into these missing children. I didn't ask to be plugged in. I didn't say, oh, I want to be plugged into the missing children. It happened to me. It happened. I woke up from a massive surgery. There was massive surgery. And that's what I woke up to. Asking my husband to bring me notebooks that I could fill out because it was coming so quickly. The information was coming so quickly. I didn't know. It was so crazy. The information was so crazy that I wrote it out. And when I reread it to my husband, it's awful. But I had to write it because it was flooding through. And I didn't understand it until I came home from the hospital. And that's when I'm like, oh, I want to start this YouTube. I want to set up a little office for myself. We started with putting a little TV. I put the TV on, and what was on that TV was Summer Moon Wells went missing. I had the Tennessee News on. You know, it was one of those smart TVs, and I put it on and I plugged it in. And what it was Tennessee News. Like, is that coincidence? No, it's not. That's how the energy works. That's how the electricity works. That is how it works. And as I listened to her story, I'm like, oh, I really know her story. That's not her story. I know where she went. I know what they did to her. I know what they did to her, how many different people were involved, the rooms, what they looked like. I wrote it all down. I tried doing the documentary. That's why, look what I got you guys for the documentary. This is me. This is who I am. I mean, I have it all over Amazon. This is who I am. I won this bronze. The Got Gone Children. This is from International Film Festival. Documentaries Without Borders Film Festival. Bronze to the short screenplay, The Got Gone Children. This. So someone is listening, someone is hearing me, but this isn't something I chose. It chose me. I can't get away from it. You guys trust me? I mean, because the story is told. The story is done. The story's told. It's not going to change. This is what it is. AI deepfake has the truth within the story. The truth is within the I'd say images for me. I didn't know that's how I did it. I didn't know I was the only one seeing these images until I went to Springfield, Illinois, and went down to the head honcho of the sheriff's department. Gave him a book, told him everything I see. He saw nothing. Freaked the shit out of me. That was the first time I realized I had the book of all of these pictures. I have all of these. I have mounds. I have to put these up on my wall because I changed rooms. I have mounds of I have so many of these. This is what they are. They're pictures that tell the story of the children. I have so many of them. And what it is it's pictures of all of these creators, and it tells me the story. This is fucking crazy is what it is. The story. This is a story, it's not changing. The story of the children are not changing. Well, that was stupid. I put them on top of each other. I took them off the other wall, now I gotta put them up here. So this I could read. These are my tarot cards. So I have tons of these, you guys. I have so many of these that I'm putting them back up on my wall. And when they're back up on my wall, I'll walk you through it. But this to me is like a tarot card. Like I would hold my pendulum over this, and this is how I do a reading, right? I could put it right down here, and I don't have my pendulum in here. I actually could use anything. Like I don't even need a real pendulum. Like things move for me, like literally move. So I would read this. This is what you're looking at, right? And I see what I need to see. And there are multiple children. Multiple children. That is not summer. It's not summer. See? Thousands of pictures I have. That's how I do it. So when I show you stuff like this, I do a reading on it. And this isn't about Don B. What this is about is showing you, I'm going to show you how something doesn't make sense in a picture, but I see what I need to see. How it shows me this, but yet Don B's hand, I'm trying to talk to you. Wait, let me see if it, Don B's hand doesn't do it. Wait, hold on. The heck did I just do? Hold on, I don't know what I just did. Let me get this thing back on here. Don B's hand is showing here, right? But it doesn't match what is inside of the car. It doesn't match. That's not what his hand looks like. But what it's telling me is, wherever these children go, however they are being taken, I do see these fake cars. I call them a fake car. Has much to do with it. I see it all the time. Here comes another one. Inside the car, let's see if I can get a different one. I have this whole video, but this whole presentation, I don't need to go through this whole thing because I really want to show you the video. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, guys. It's just so long that I don't really need to put this all up here. See this here? Freaking me out. This freaks me out. Because what I see here is it's like a child looking upward. Like up. And this is what the car looks like. These are Benny's cars, I believe. But I just see that this is what they see. This when they look up. Let me turn it. Let me turn it the way that it makes sense. Like this. Like they're in a box. This is the box. And this is going to be my last picture, because this one I really feel like they're in the box, like this. It's a cold box, right? With the maroon top. And they're looking at whoever's looking inside there is looking at them. But I feel as if the children are looking up. They're looking down into this box. And I think that this is what's hidden underneath the car. And I think they just leave. I do. I feel as if they're in a box like this and they just drive away. They get pulled. They get pulled. I'm going to present a video right now. I'm going to put up a video right now, and that's what I'm going to leave it on. And I want you to pay attention to this video because it's about Summer Moon Wells and how she is layered. How she is layered, just like I've been talking about for an hour. This is what it is. So I have my voice behind it. The voice sucks, but I wanted to do like a reading. Like I didn't want to do a script, so I just read it as I watched it. So it's okay, but it's the video you need to watch. Let's get this going. It's turning and twisting. Here it comes. Wells tape. This is Summer Moon Wells. She went missing June 15th, 2021. Since that day, I've been covering this case, and no one wants to look at the deepfake possibilities. I don't know if I'm right. I don't know if I'm wrong. But this is Summer Moon. Multiple Summer Moons. You take her photos and you layer them. And you layer them. And you layer them. Creates the Summer Moon Wells missing children cases. Multiple children. Many children that have been missing. Just gone, taken. Do you see what you're looking at? Do you see how the pictures of Summer, the ones that were like the top photos, they match. This little girl, she has a face. Sometimes she doesn't have a face. I see different faces inside Summer Moon, and all of the little items around her head, the elements that appear, those are even lined up. Sometimes Summer Moon has rotten teeth, and sometimes she has regular teeth. It really truly depends on which layer that you're looking at. Summer Moon Wells, the little girl that has been gone for almost 5 years, represents hundreds of kids. Hundreds of kids, thousands of children. People don't want to look at this opportunity to see the possibility that there are answers inside of these images, inside of these layers of pictures. You could look at the layers of pictures from all different sources, all different YouTube creators, particularly the ones that are in true crime. The true crime community, I believe they hold the truth. I believe that they hold the answers to what's going on here, to the layering, to the conversation that is beneath the images, to the conversation no one wants to talk about. They're still talking about the top layer. They're not going deeper into the tunnels, deeper into the holes in the ground, into the answers that are beneath the soil in which these people live, beneath the houses in which they live. Nobody is looking beneath the layers. There are answers there. There's answers in Summer Moon Wells' videos, images. There are answers in true crime videos. I've shown them over and over, and it has nothing to do with the true crime creator. Nothing. It's all about this little girl. It's all about this little girl and how she represents thousands of children that are layered and layered and layered, and they get lost beneath the earth, beneath the soil, beneath the homes, beneath the farms, beneath your feet. It's not being talked about. The layering has answers, and the layering is being done for me to see it, for me to give you the story. I've read the story. For almost 5 years I've been giving you the story. You may or may not see these layers. You may be like, I see nothing. That's okay. Everyone sees it in the moment of time that they're ready. Everyone sees their truth at different levels and different times. This is the story of the Summer Moon Wells missing children, and I stick to it. May justice come to the children.